Joe Carlos! I'm like, yeah. Can you dab? And like, it's the craziest thing to me because the reaction is as if I did a backflip. I'd be like, okay, and I try to give it some drama. Like, pow! I just hit it. And then they're like, if it's like a group of 12-year-old boys, he's like, oh, he did it, he dabbed!
That's amazing. Is the Pokemon different from here in Toronto? Have you caught any Pokemon here?
I caught, what did I catch here? What did I catch here? I haven't caught actually any Pokemon yet because we've been here, and like my connection isn't so great in the building. And to be honest, I haven't really caught anything in Toronto because all summer long I've been traveling across the country. So I've caught stuff in Calgary, and I caught stuff in Edmonton, and I caught stuff in Tofino. I caught stuff. The first one I caught was a Rattata, and I was in.
Of course.
Everywhere. But I was in Nanaimo, and so I caught a Rattata, and I caught what was it? A Zubat.
Oh.
So those were the first two things I caught, and then. I caught in Calgary. I caught a Jinx, which was crazy, and I caught a War Turtle.
Oh wow!
Which was really dope. Yeah. So.
Wow.
I caught crabs.
Yeah.
Chlamydia.
I caught Zika. in the DR.
Yeah. I came close to SARS, but couldn't catch it.
Yeah, you tried real hard.
Yeah.
So how is it transitioning from working in a Canadian industry to working in Hollywood, for example, like your sausage party upcoming? Yeah.
It's the industries are so different. You know, in Canada, there's not really it's not like a super fan system. Like we all feel like we're all on a level, and when you meet a fan in Canada, it feels like you're meeting like one of your friends. You're just friends. It's not like, you know, a crazy obsession thing, whereas I can see with some of my friends in the States who have any, you know, any public persona or whatever, people are insane for them. So that's a little bit different. And then just like working within the industry, the jobs are huge. Something like Sausage Party, it's a giant movie, but it's also so much harder to get in. So I've been out there for almost 10 years, and with as much animation and voice acting background as I had, it's taken me that long to really start to like get my way in, but I'm about to blow up the whole scene, and I am, you know, it's like, how do you get in the bubble? I'm about to be the bubble is my plan. So yeah, so it's definitely harder and challenging, but it's so rewarding, and I'm so excited for Sausage Party, and who knows what's next. I know, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah. So other than Sausage Party, what other movie that's upcoming are you guys most excited about?
Oh
man, I'm excited. There's a movie called La La Land that's coming out. It's going to be incredible. I've seen it. I saw an early cut of it, and I think that the whole world is just going to go nuts for it. It's like it's kind of a throwback to like original musical movies. It's like Dancing in the Rain. Like it has that classic Hollywood feel, and I think the world is going to go nuts. So that's La La Land. It's Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling together again. It's going to be a dream. Yeah.
Are they both dancing and singing in it?
Yeah.
Get out.
That's
rad.
It's magical.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like superhero movies. Like I love all that stuff. So Spider-Man: Homecoming kind of huge. Like I'm looking forward to that.
Ooh.
I haven't seen Suicide Squad yet.
Suicide Squad's really good.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
really good? What about Wonder Woman?
Oh my God, Wonder Woman!
What?
The trailer for Wonder Woman looks
That
amazing.
Oh my
So
goodness.
So good. I'm trying to think. Like my brain's a bit like fried right now. But usually I have this like a whole list of movies that I want to see.
Yeah.
I can't really think of anything. But TIFF is coming out. So Toronto International Film Festival is coming up in September. I'm going to be covering it.
Lala is going to be there.
Is it? Amazing. So we're going to get on a whole bunch of red carpets, and hopefully I'll get on that one. And then when I'm there, I can watch whatever I want. So I'm going to go watch a ton of movies, yeah.
I have another movie coming out that James Franco directed, and it's called The Masterpiece. And it's about the making of a movie called The Room, which is like this classic cult film.
Like super famous for being just like a terrible movie, but the guy that directed it travels around the world giving lectures about his movie.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah, and he wrote, funded, starred in it, and it's
And directed it?
And directed it, yeah. So that one's gonna be awesome. I have a small part in it, but I think it's gonna be a big deal. So that's great. The masterpiece.
The
I
masterpiece.
look forward to it.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of the Nerve?
Oh, Nerve?
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Nerve, yeah, no.
Is it Nerve or the Nerve?
It's Nerve.
What's that?
Davy Franco and Emma Watson.
Oh,
It's-
yes.
no, Emma Roberts.
Emma Roberts.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the truth or dare. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
It looks.
Yeah.
I
Very
haven't
cool.
seen it yet. It's out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
I think
searching
it is. I don't know. Anyway.
I was searching it last week and it wasn't out, so maybe it's out this week.
I think it's gonna be
I was
so
so
good.
excited for it. I
Yeah.
really wanna watch that. How long are you guys staying here for?
We both leave tomorrow.
That's it?
Yeah.
Flying out
yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be here for like a few days.
Yeah.
I've seen the
We've
city a little.
gotten to see the city a little
Yeah.
bit. I got to go to Stanley Park, which was a dream.
Yeah.
Last night, Carlos came over to my brother's house and played with my nephews with me, which was
Yeah,
great.
yeah. So, and I had a nice dinner. Like it was beautiful. And then I have family here, so I was in Gastown last night. You know, just like going, seeing a bunch of different places, catching up with people. It's really great.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about Vancouver? Or favorite area to go to?
Oh my gosh, the whole thing is just so beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm such like, I'm an adventurer and I love nature, and so all I want to do is hike. You know, I just want to get up in those trees. That's it. That's it for me. And all
Yeah.
of the water it's just gorgeous here.
It's
I
gorgeous
love
here.
it.
Whenever
Yeah.
I get off the plane in at YVR and like just step out into the open air, the first thing I do is just take a big, it's like just inhale the air because it's so
Yeah,
different and it's
so
nice. And,
different.
Yeah.
I was
Especially
in.
living in LA too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the dirt in the air in LA sometimes. yeah.
If you want to get into esports, do you play a lot of games, or do you, if you want to answer that as well?
My favorite game is called
Parcheesi.
Streets.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
so close. It's called Streets of Rage.
Genesis, classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's so fun. I love going to arcades to play it.
Mhm.
One of my best friends at home and I, we just, we live for that game. So if you find us late night, we're up playing Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
We've gotten really far.
Yeah, dude, I love Streets of Rage.
It's great.
I'm like a classic gamer, like going way back. So like I love all sorts of retro stuff. Obviously, like stuff I played as a kid. I played lots of JRPGs, so I played like all the Final Fantasies and Chrono Trigger, Xeno was it now?
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Xenoblade Chronicles. I got on like when that and Last Story were coming for the Wii, I was like, oh, we got JRPGs in the Wii, gotta get it. But I'm like a hardcore Street Fighter guy, so I play a lot of Street Fighter 5 right now, and I'm looking forward to the new King of Fighters game. Lots of fighting games, lots of one-on-one stuff.
Do you guys go to anime conventions often?
No.
No, this
This
is the one. This one is the one. Yeah, I love this con. You guys are truly the most welcoming, friendly family environment that I've come across, and yeah, super loyal. And I
Yeah.
think we got Carlos hooked now too.
Oh, I'm so impressed. It's out of control. When we were working together, we used to cover things like Anime North, and then I still cover Fan Expo and all the other kind of like bigger cons in Toronto. And it's definitely different coming from this side of it, rather than that side of it, like trolling around, trying to talk to people and getting interviews with like trying to see if you can get interviews with like Hulk Hogan or Stan Lee or whoever. It's a lot of work. And it's really lovely to come to a place where it's so organized, everybody knows what's up, like you're being kind of taken care of, and the fans are just like so legit and so genuine. It's awesome.
The crowd is crazy.
Yeah, the crowd's great here.
Majority of us here grew up with only YTV.
Yeah.
Because Family Channel was like, it was never here actually. I don't know. I grew up with
Mhm.
only YTV, so I
Nice.
watched you guys every day. Ran home at 3 o'clock and was like, oh, sound.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, me and my siblings would fight over the remote. Like, no, go back to YTV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After we
So
got
nice.
older, it was like a fight between Much Music, Much
Yeah.
TV, and like
And
YTV.
YTV.
And we would
Yeah.
always like switch back and forth.
Yeah.
And be like, "Yes, Ashley and Carlos."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sports. What area are you interested in getting into for esports?
Well, there are certain games I know better than others, so I couldn't like I could color commentate like a Street Fighter match or a King of Fighters match because I know it well enough.
That'd be so cool.
That'd be so fun. But like announcing, there's the whole thing of televised esports, the way that they're doing it for Fox, kind of in the States, I think is massive. And the idea that you could be a broadcaster and cover it the exact same way that someone else covers football or covers
Really?
basketball, it is enormous.
And is
The
it
shoutcasting.
is it
Yeah.
people like playing the games live, or
Okay,
is it
so
like
I'm
you're
gonna
getting
paint
a feed?
I'm gonna paint a picture for you. So Mandalay Bay,
Mhm.
right, in Vegas, where they hold UFC, right? Imagine the whole the stadium in Mandalay Bay filled with people like it's a UFC match, except they're all here to watch people play Street Fighter. So you
And the
you've
two human beings are there that are playing
yes.
Street
So like
Fighter.
the exact same thing happens like when a fighter walks down the ring. It's player one walks down the ring and he's got his joystick and he's high fiving everybody. Player two comes in with his backpack on, he's high fiving everybody, and they come up to the stage. They sit like this. They've got their joysticks. They bring their own stuff, and there's a monitor for them. Then there's a massive feed for the entire crowd to see, and they just sit there and watch them. And the thing is, people know the game just the way that somebody would know jiu-jitsu.
Sure.
Like your Joe Rogan is calling the match because he knows what an omoplata is, and he knows
Right.
when someone is crossing from half guard to full guard or whatever. So your guys that play it and that really know it well, like if they're playing Street Fighter 4, like they know when someone's doing like a focus attack, dash cancel, or whatever. I'm going to know that. And so it's kind of it's the thing is for me is because growing up playing games like that was like I wasn't into sports. I liked sports. I was a very different person than a lot of my peers growing up. The things that I was interested in, and I think a lot of people here kind of feel that too. Like when you're in high school, there's a lot of pressure to be a particular kind of thing. And when I was growing up, this culture wasn't big.
No.
So you were kind of on your own, unless you found one or two people that you could kind of like jive with. And so my closest friends in the world that I have now, that's what we did. When we had spares or if we'd cut class or whatever, we would go and play games together. Or we would leave, like take the train to Mississauga and go to Sega City and just like play all the arcade games, right? And then it kind of validates that for us.
Totally.
Growing up, that it's a thing. And you've got people that are legitimate pro athletes that are gamers coming out of the woodwork being like, I was there at Evo, or like being announcers. Bill, what's his name? He used to play for the Bruins, and he's like an announcer. And he said himself, he's like, this is the next evolution of sports. He goes, someone asked him, like, how did you get into this? You're like 60, whatever. And he goes, my business is the business of sports, and this is the next step in the business of sports. So
Wow.
I am going to be on board. And he goes, and the competitors that are here at this event are some of the best athletes and some of the most gracious competitors I've ever met in my life. And he was an NHL player for years.
Wow, that is
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So-
Now it's so much more social now too. Like before, it's sort of like your friends in your basement, and now
Mhm.
there's
But,
a lot more
I mean-
communication and social.
Exactly.
Well,
the idea
of course, you can communicate with people across the world while you're playing now, which is like.
and there's so much more opportunity to learn
Yeah.
between YouTube and Twitch. When you can watch live matches and study, and when you have guys like Maximilian and like Cross Counter, like Mike Ross and Gutex or whatever, like talking about it, the way that somebody else talks about, again, like basketball or whatever, it's become there's a mainstream within that niche, and I'm very, as you can tell, I get really excited by it. That's it.
Yeah.
One last question
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Carlos. We were just wondering if, since you're in the TV industry, would you ever go into the film industry like Sergey?
I mean, I would love. I mean, I guess so. Like, I would love to. I've done films before when I was a dancer. So I used to dance in like Disney movies and that sort of thing. And I always thought that that's what I wanted to do. It's kind of hard. I'm very focused on whatever I'm doing at the time, and I don't know. I would. I really would love to.
You'd be
I just
amazing.
I have so many things.
He will.
That she's like, it's happening.
I'll put you in something.
But there's so many things that I want to do that are either in film or online or in TV. I just feel like there's so much opportunity for all these different mediums right now that I just want to create things for people to enjoy. Whether I'm on it or I'm behind the scenes, I've written it, or just involved in one way or another.
Totally.
Yeah. But I would love to be in a movie with this one.
I'll make it happen.
Okay.
Bye!
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us. What a pleasure this was. And we just can't wait for so much more. So,
Mhm.
cheers.
Yeah, see you next year.